Good evening, brothers. I'm coming to you through the miracle of technology. I'm really sorry I can't be with you tonight at the meeting. I'm praying for you. The good news is I will definitely stay within my time. So by the time your meeting ends, Dawn will be arriving here in India, and I'll be thinking about you guys. Hopefully by the time you finish your meeting, Dawn won't be arriving in Greenville. So what I'm doing in India really flows out of last year's harvest offering. You probably remember last year we invested $100,000 in this project of drilling wells in India. So the major reason that I'm here in India is that I'm inspecting what we have invested in. We are going to be traveling to see some of the wells that we paid for to be drilled. We're going to be assessing the hope that each time a well is drilled, a church would be planted. And we're even going to be meeting some of the children who have been freed from slavery in the region that we're working because of the work of the Siloam Pastors League. So it's a big trip. But what I really love about what we're doing is that this is so in the epicenter of what North Hills Church has always been. And that is that it's, first of all, about the Word, because we are continuing to explore how we can bring powerful, effective, transformational training to serve the more than 5,000 pastors in the Siloam Pastors League. But it's also about love. And we have been taught and we have believed from our inception that fundamental to what it is to be the church is to reach to the lowest and the least. A recent UN report found that India is by far the most dangerous place in the world to live if you're a woman or a child. And we're seeing the church in India making a dent in that, rescuing children from slavery, establishing local churches, bringing the gift of clean water, and it is a privilege to be part of that. So I'll be reporting about this when I return. But when we think about harvest, my perspective has always been that there are thousands and thousands of needs, and it's great to help out with needs. But I love the perspective that what we give in harvest should be seen as an investment. Think of it as ROI. What is the return on investment? We gave around $75,000 a few years ago, for instance, for training in Ethiopia, and that has blossomed into a nationwide training network. So the results continue to accrue and they continue to increase. So as you listen to these opportunities, I really want you to think about, is this a good investment? Is this something I believe will have large-scale return on investment for the kingdom? So let's review the things that we're thinking about giving to, and I'm actually going to present a couple new ones tonight. First of all, we've already agreed that we're going to get in for $40,000 in India. And that money is going to be used to drill wells, and the hope is that as those wells are drilled, that churches will be planted. The $40,000 will pay for 4 deep wells, which cost a little bit more, and what we hope will happen, the return on investment will be 4 churches, but it's also continuing to sow into the momentum of this movement to see children freed from slavery, the gospel brought to the untouchables, and the gospel, the kingdom of God, grow in the nation of India. The next thing that we've agreed to is to partner with Frontline Mission to do a retreat for them for their workers. We support 2 frontline missionaries, the Hansons and the Farmers. Those missionaries are working in some of the most difficult conditions in the world. They live under constant danger and oppression, as do all missionaries in Frontline Mission. And we have invested a lot in them as leaders. We have given them coaching and development, and now we've been asked to bring that coaching and development to serve the entire Frontline organization. So we believe that's a great thing that we're going to be able to do because of the harvest offering. I also want to present to you the opportunity for us to build a training center in Ethiopia. And I had hesitated to bring this to you, but I just really felt as I was thinking about our commitment, especially to serve the persecuted church, that this would be a great opportunity. Ashete, who is our national coordinator, our national training coordinator, is a man who was brutally tortured during the communist regime. He walks with difficulty. At present, he has a house that is a walk up to the 5th floor, a little condo, and he also has an office which is a walk up to the 5th floor. And we're currently trying to help him build a home and office in one, which will save a lot of money, but will also be an investment in him, in preserving his health, and will give us a place where we can bring all the regional trainers in Ethiopia to one place for training. So I'm asking for $20,000 to invest in that. The next thing I want us to consider investing in is in the nation of Belarus. Belarus is, by all accounts, the most repressive nation in all of Europe. It's run by a very hardline communist dictatorship, and we are privileged to partner with Sergei Lukyanov, who is a powerful leader. He's a man of the word and also of compassion, and $60,000 will enable us to help his church, Resurrection Church, plant 3 other churches over the next 4 years. So that's what we'll get from that investment. And finally, internationally, I'm asking that we consider giving $5,000 to Bernardo Gonzalez, who is the national coordinator for E3 Partners. He's the person who coordinates the church planting movement and also leads the training network, which is using our hermeneutical training. Bernardo and his wife suffered a catastrophic fire, and we want to help them rebuild. And we believe that investment in him as a leader is one that's going to pay off. The last thing that we have opportunities to invest in is really right here at home. I'm asking for $25,000 to partner with local organizations like Brook Glen Elementary School and others so that the transformation we're seeing throughout the world will become a reality right here in Greenville. So this is probably around my 50th trip traveling internationally, representing you, the people of North Hills Church. And it's been such a privilege to be able to see what God is doing in the hardest places in the world. Through all the things that our partners are experiencing, we find God is faithful. And I just want to pray that God will bless you as you consider how we will invest this year in what God is doing around the world and right here in Greenville. So God bless you guys. I'll be praying for you. Pray for me. Good night.